Hi everybody, welcome back to a steamy Wednesday. And it is pretty steamy outside today. Maybe you're trying to think of things to do in the shade or sitting in front of the fan. And one of the things I found in a closet I was cleaning out was a box of old broken crayons. You know the one, all the ones that are at the bottom of the toy box or the bottom of the closet or the bottom of the drawer. And what do you want to do with them? You don't want to throw them away, but you don't really want to color with them either. So I have just the thing. You need some crayons, broken crayons, and you can peel the wrapper off. It's good to have some fingernails to get that wrapper off. But peel the wrapper off the crayons, and then you're going to need a muffin tin. Now you don't have to fill the whole thing, right? But in muffin tin, and we're going to melt the broken crayons in the oven. So you're going to need a grown-up to help you. But we're going to turn the oven on to 275 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to give the muffin tin a light spray with some cooking oil. Keeps the crayons from sticking. And then I'm just going to put, so I picked a lot of different colors. I have purple, and pink, orange, kind of a chartreuse green, a dark sort of orangey brown. There's a pretty blue. That's a big piece. Maybe I'll break that in half. See, spread that around a little. So I can, and you can fill those up just as high as you want. So maybe you've got some other ones and you can fill it up halfway, make them as thick as you want to. I'm going to find a green, a darker green to put in there because I'd really like to have that color. These are really old crayons that my daughter used to have when she was little, and she's 19 now, so we're gonna make some of these melted crayons. I call them scribble cookies. And then I'll be able to bring them to the library so that when we're open again and you can come and visit us, we'll have some of these cool things. So what we do then is we put the muffin tin with the crayons in the oven for 7 to 8 minutes. So, well, what are we going to do while we wait for them to cook, to melt? Well, I have another idea for you that you can use old broken crayons for. But you will also need some masking tape. You know, that tan tape. Sometimes you could even use blue painter's tape if you want to. But we like this tape for this project because it isn't really all that sticky. Because what we're going to do is make some pictures using the tape. So I'm going to, I just have regular white paper. You could use construction paper, any kind of paper that you want. The key is don't press the tape on too hard because you want to be able to peel it off again when you're finished. So I'm just going to, adjust this down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put some pieces of tape on this paper. I'm going to make a design, or maybe I'll make a big A because of course my name is Anne and it starts with an A, so maybe I can make a letter from my name or make a design. So there I made my A, and maybe I'll add another big long piece like that. But you can make any kind of design you want, right? Maybe have one going the other way. I'm not pressing down very hard on the tape because just getting it to stick a little because I want to be able to peel it off at the end. So now I'm going to take some of those crayons that I've peeled And see, this doesn't have any wrapping on it. And I'm going to put another piece of paper over the top, like that. So I have the blank paper on the top, and I have the paper with the tape underneath. And I'm going to take my crayon, and I'm going to rub it all over this paper. And this is a pink crayon, so maybe I'll even use, what else do I have here? Oh, I have a sort of a brown one. Maybe I'll put that on too. And can you see what's happening? It's rubbing, and the tape underneath is making a pattern. So I can see the A from my name, and I can see the other spots where the tape is. So I could use as many colors as I wanted. Oh, I have a blue one here. Let's try that. And you could make your design as complicated or as simple as you want. And there is our tape rubbing. But we're not done, because of course we still have this paper underneath here. So what if I wanted to, oh, I don't know, color on this paper? Maybe I could just color in the open spaces in between the pieces of tape. See? Like that. Or what if I take some of these other crayons, the whole ones, and I put them all together in my hand, and I make like a big handful of crayons in all different colors. See all the different colors I have? And what if I do this, and I color all around the paper? And I could cover all, coloring right over the tape. So I wonder what will happen if we color over the tape. So now I've colored the whole thing. Now, let's take the tape off. So, remember, we didn't stick it down very hard. So if we peel it back slowly, nice and slowly, this is a time when we have to be patient, as if we pull too hard, what do you think might happen? Even though we were gentle with the tape, what might happen to the paper? You're right, it might stick to the tape and tear the paper. So I'm going nice and slowly, and can you see what's happening? The tape resisted the crayon, so now wherever the tape was, I have a blank spot. See that? So now I can tear off the rest of the paper, the rest of the tape, and see my whole design. But I have to be patient with the tape. If I pull too hard, it will tear. So now all I have left to take off is the A. Now let's see what happens with that. Crayons, they have that funny smell, and I can smell the crayons in the oven. So I bet they're melting. As soon as I get this A off, maybe I'll move the camera over so we can see what's happening in the oven. They might be almost finished. In fact, I think they are almost finished. Almost have the tape. Trying not to tear the paper. And there, I have all my colors. And see the A? Turn it so you can see it. See the A? So you can make really cool designs just with masking tape and old crayons. All right, let's see what's happening. Let's bring you over to the oven. Come on with me. I'm back, and here are our crayon cookies. Now, some time has gone by since I took them out of the oven, and they've had a chance to cool. So now they're cool and they're solid. So let's look, this one I put yellows and blues, and look, it made green. Not very pretty on that side, but really pretty on this side. Let's see about this one. There we go. There's some cool colors. And our last one. Oh, I love that blue. Love that blue. So, after you take them out of the oven, you have to give them a chance to cool. I'll tell you a little secret. I put mine in the freezer so that they would cool faster. And then here are some samples of the cool coloring that you can do and see how they color all different colors at the same time. So have some fun with broken crayons. Get your grown-up to help you melt some in the oven. And while you're waiting, make some masking tape masterpieces. Thanks so much for being part of Steamy Wednesday. See you soon.